You are aging faster than you need to. Not because of your genes, not because of what you eat, not even because of stress. You are aging because certain systems inside you are dormant, quiet, unstimulated, like switches that were never flipped. And the longer they remain off, the faster time moves through your body. Most people never hear this. They assume aging is inevitable. A straight line, a one-way descent. But that assumption is recent. And it is wrong, because long before laboratories, long before microscopes, long before language had words for cells or nerves, there were men who did not age the way others did. High in remote mountain ranges, far from cities, far from empires, far from noise. Taoist monks observed something unsettling. Two people could live the same life, eat the same food, breathe the same air. And yet one would decay faster. Wrinkles earlier, weakness sooner, fog in the mind, inflammation in the joints, a shortening of vitality. The monks did not blame fate. They blamed blocked flow. They said the body ages when its internal rivers stop moving, when renewal is delayed, when waste accumulates faster than it can be cleared. They called this loss of flow the forgettings of the earth chi. And they discovered something else. The body has gates, specific points where renewal can be commanded, not begged for, commanded. They were not random, they were precise, pressed daily, sometimes gently, sometimes firmly, always intentionally. And those who knew these gates aged differently. Centuries later, modern science stumbled into the same truth. Accidentally. A Nobel Prize revealed that cells do not die only from damage. They die from clutter, old proteins, broken parts, cellular debris. When this waste is not cleared, cells malfunction. The process that clears it was named autophagy. Self-eating, self-cleaning, self-renewal. Another Nobel Prize revealed something else. At the ends of your chromosomes are caps, telomeres. Every time your body is under stress, inflammation, fear, chaos, those caps shorten faster. Short telomeres, shorter biological life. Then a third realization. A single nerve, wandering from the brain into the organs, controls inflammation, hormones, digestion, heart rhythm, aging speed. The vagus nerve. When it is active, the body repairs. When it is silent, the body burns itself down. Science called these discoveries breakthroughs. The Taoists called them obvious. They said, when the gates are touched, the rivers move. When the rivers move, the body remembers youth. Tonight you will touch the first gate. Not intellectually. Physically, this is not visualization, this is sensation. Bring your awareness down your body, down past the knees. Place your hand 4 finger widths below your kneecap on the outer side of the shin. Press gently until you find a tender, alive spot. This is Zuzan Li, ST36. The monks called it the gate of longevity. They said it awakens the body's cleaning fires. Modern language would say it stimulates autophagy, immune intelligence, cellular recycling, but forget the words press, hold, breathe slowly. As you press, you may feel warmth, a dull ache, a spreading sensation moving upward or inward. That is not imagination. That is circulation returning. This point speaks directly to the gut, the immune system, the deep metabolic rhythms that decide whether a cell is repaired or discarded. 30 seconds here was once considered enough to remind the body how to renew. A minute was considered powerful. As you hold this point, notice your breath. It may deepen without effort. Your jaw may loosen, your abdomen may soften. These are signs the system is waking up. You are not forcing youth, you are removing the obstacle to it. The Taoists warned of something important. If these gates are ignored, the body does not scream, it whispers. Fatigue becomes normal. Inflammation becomes common. Brain fog becomes just aging. But it is not aging. It is dormancy. And this is only the first switch. There is a second gate, deeper, more systemic, more powerful, a gate that speaks directly to inflammation, hormonal chaos, and the nerve that decides whether your body lives in repair or survival. In the next part, you will activate it. And when you do, your body will begin to choose a different timeline. Because lifespan is not the same as biological age, and biological age is decided daily, quietly, by what you activate or leave untouched. There is a second switch. The Taoists did not reveal it first. They waited. Because this gate does not just clean the body, it reorganizes it. They said this point determines whether the body lives in harmony or constant internal conflict, inflammation versus a repair, tension versus flow, acceleration versus patience. They called it the crossing of the yin rivers. Modern language would say something different. They would say this point speaks directly to the vagus nerve, to acetylcholine, to the chemical command that tells inflammation to stand down. Bring your awareness to your lower leg again. This time, move inward. 4 finger widths above the inner ankle bone, just behind the shin bone. You will feel a soft, sensitive hollow. This is SP6. Do not rush it. Press gently at first, then slightly deeper. This point does not respond to force. It responds to presence. As you hold it, something subtle begins to happen. The nervous system shifts. The body moves out of fight or flight and into repair without effort. You may feel a wave of relaxation rise up the legs, a warmth in the pelvis or abdomen, a quieting behind the eyes. Some people feel emotional release here, a sigh, a swallow, a sudden heaviness in the body. These are signs the vagus nerve is waking up. When this nerve is active, inflammation decreases. Hormones stabilize, telomere shortening slows. The Taoists didn't know the word telomeres. They said something else. They said, when the yin rivers are open, the thread of life frays more slowly. Hold the point. Breathe. You are not adding anything. You are subtracting interference. Now, here is what most people never hear. These switches do not work like medicine. They work like permission. Your body already knows how to repair. It just needs the signal. And when you give that signal daily, the changes follow a rhythm. Not instantly, biologically. Within 24 hours, the nervous system shifts toward parasympathetic dominance. Sleep deepens, digestion improves, inflammatory signals quiet. You may wake feeling heavier, but calmer. This is grounding. Within 7 days, autophagy increases. Cellular waste clears more efficiently. The immune system becomes less reactive and more intelligent. Skin tone subtly changes, bloating decreases, energy becomes steadier instead of spiky. Within 30 days, hormonal signaling stabilizes. Stress no longer shortens telomeres at the same rate. The body begins favoring repair over damage. People will say you look rested, even when nothing else changed. Within 90 days, this becomes your new baseline. Not youth, resilience, not immortality, slowness, a slowing of decay, a deceleration of biological time. The Taoists never promised eternal life. They promised something more realistic, alignment. They said aging accelerates when the body is at war with itself and slows when the rivers are reopened. Earth Qi, in their language, was simply circulation. Yin rivers were the parasympathetic pathways. Gates of renewal were pressure points that spoke directly to system science would take centuries to notice. You now know 2 of them. Zhusan Li, to clean. SP6, to calm and coordinate. Together they form a loop. Clean the cell, quiet the nervous system, slow the shortening, restore the rhythm. 3 minutes a day, not more. More is not better. Consistency is. The monks warned against obsession. They said, the body obeys the one who listens, not the one who demands. Tonight, make a decision, not to fight aging, but to stop accelerating it. Commit to 3 minutes daily, 1 minute on each point. Breathing slow, jaw relaxed, attention inward. And if you choose to walk this quieter path, mark it. Comment this beneath the video. I activate what time forgot, because lifespan is what the calendar measures. But biological age is what your body negotiates every single day. And now you are part of that negotiation.